Hi, thank you for joining me. All right, we are doing a Mediterranean burrito, breakfast burrito, and I'm starting with some olive oil, and that just has to get hot. All right, now that that's ready, I am putting some spinach in there for it to cook. Now, just to let you know, this is just coming from my personal preference. I personally didn't like the spinach cooked. I would probably actually put it on the burrito fresh next time, but that's just my personal preference. But I did at least go ahead and try the spinach on the burrito. So, all right. Now that's starting to cook down, because as you probably know, if you've cooked spinach, it doesn't take very long. Now I'm just adding a little bit of salt just to give it some flavor. Which honestly, when I had the burrito, I don't know if I could actually even taste the salt in there, but oh well. And I'm just putting this in the back in the cup to set aside till I'm ready for it. And now I just have to get the eggs. I didn't pull them out yet because, you know, I didn't want them to sit out very long. All right, now I can get started on the eggs. And by the way, just so you know, I have the pan on low. I didn't leave the heat on, you know, up too high or anything. But I do still have it on low, just so it'll be ready when I put the eggs in. And I'm doing 3 whole eggs, but you can do egg white if you wish. And also, especially with a Mediterranean style burrito, you can also add beef or any other, if you do meat, that is, you can add other types of meats as well. Or instead of eggs, if you want beef or pork or chicken, instead of eggs, you can do that as well. So now I'm adding some basil to the eggs. You know me and my seasonings. But you can also just add a little salt if you want. You don't have to add all the seasonings. Now I'm doing excuse me, Italian seasoning. And some salt, of course. And some garlic. And now I just got to get that stirred up. And get that in a pan. And I I turned the heat back up to like around medium, I guess you can say. And I just got to take that to the sink. Alright, now just stir that a little bit. And stirring a little more. The eggs, I think it's my pan. It's starting to try to not do so good anymore, and the eggs are trying to stick. Because I think I had plenty of oil in there, but anyway, that's why it was sticking like that. And now I'm going to heat up some tortilla, and this is 6 grams of carbs, the tortillas I was using. And I'm just going to heat those up in the microwave. And I had to do like 20 seconds. I tried 10 seconds, and then it wasn't quite warm enough. So then I did another 10 seconds. And now I have some cheese, excuse me, that I'll be adding on as well. Okay, and this is where I had to do another 10 seconds. And there's the tortillas all warmed up. I was just scooting you back so you can see as I'm putting everything together. And now I'm just taking one slice of cheese and putting it on the tortilla. But you can also take the cheese and melt it on the eggs, like if you do eggs. Excuse me. But I just, at the moment, when I was doing what I was doing, I was just thinking, you know, just break it up onto the tortilla because it was already real warm. But I did that like that. And I'm going to put a little bit of eggs on this one because these aren't real large tortillas. So I had to do 2 small ones to make it enough. And now I'm going to add some of the spinach on there. And I have some tomato. And now I'm going to add some Italian dressing. In this part, because I do like Italian dressing, but I'm like on the fence with this. It's like I kind of liked it, but I'm not so sure. So I would probably do this again with fresh spinach and not adding the dressing. Not that it tasted bad, but I'm just like, I don't know if I would maybe prefer without the dressing, but it wouldn't hurt to give it a try and see if you would like it with the dressing. And let me know. You guys can always put in the comments and let me know what you think. Now I'm working on the second tortilla, doing pretty much the same thing. I'm adding the cheese. And now the rest of the eggs. And pardon the sticking the pan with the eggs I have stuck on there. And the rest of the spinach. And the rest of the tomato. And the dressing. Which, like I said, I like Italian dressing, but I don't know if I liked it on there or not. It's like I kind of did, but I kind of didn't type of thing. But let me know what you think. You know, like if you liked it or not. Now I just gotta wrap that up, which I probably got a little bit too full, but that's okay. And you can also put those in the pan as well. Hope you give it a try.